Good morning, students. This is Bhavna Sinha, your chemistry teacher, and this is the first video for this week. As you all know, we are doing the chapter P blocked elements, so we are going to discuss further in this chapter only. So, for today, the first topic is the occurrence and general characteristics of group 16. We are discussing group 16 of P blocked elements, and in that, today we are going to discuss occurrence and general characteristics of 16, group 16. Okay, so the elements which are present in group 16 are oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, and polonium. Okay, and they are present in the 16th vertical column or 6a group elements. Okay, they are present in group 16 in the modern periodic table. You can see here in the diagram it is shown oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, and polonium. The symbol of oxygen is O, the symbol of sulfur is S, the symbol of selenium is Se, the symbol of tellurium is Te, and polonium is Pu. Among these 5 elements, 2 are metalloids. Okay, tellurium and polonium are metalloids. Okay, you can see here this is tellurium, this is polonium, and both are metalloids. Okay, and this group 16 elements are known as chalcogens. What they are known as? They are known as chalcogens. Okay, oxygen, sulfur, these two are what we call non-metals. Okay, so this is group 16. Now let us see one thing. What are metalloids? Because two of the members are metalloids, so let us see. You must be knowing what are metalloids. They have the properties of both metals and non-metals. Okay, they have the properties of both metals and non-metals. They are called metalloids. So, two of the members, that are tellurium and polonium, they are metalloids. Now, let us see the next point. The initial 4 elements of the group are together termed as chalcogens. Okay, they are termed as chalcogens or ore forming elements. What is the meaning of chalcogens? Chalcogens means ore forming elements which are used to form ores. On the ground that an extensive number of metal ores are found in the earth's crust as sulfides or oxides. Many oxide ores are present, like Fe2O3 is there, then ZnO is there, and many sulfide ores are also present, like ZnS is there, PbS is there. ZnS is known as zinc blende, PbS is known as galena. Okay, so these are known as chalcogens because they are ore forming elements. Now, oxygen is the most plutonous element that is accessible in nature. It shapes 20.946% of air by volume and 46.6% of the world's mass, generally as silicates and different compounds like carbonates, oxides, and sulfates. Okay, and oxygen is found in various combined states in nature. They can be found in the form of sulfates. You know only what is the formula of sulfate. It is an ion, SO4 2 minus. Oxides, you know only O 2 minus, and carbonates, you know, CO3 2 minus. So many other are also there, like bicarbonate is there, HCO3 minus, then PO4 3 minus, these all are the combined forms of oxygen. So oxygen is found in many combined states, okay, in nature, and we can just extract metals from them, okay. Now, the vast majority of the oxygen in the air is delivered by photosynthesis in plants. Okay, you must be knowing what happens in photosynthesis. In photosynthesis, plants prepare their own food with the help of carbon dioxide and water, and as a byproduct, oxygen is formed there. Okay, as a byproduct, oxygen is formed there, and that is the most important source of oxygen present in the atmosphere. Okay, that is the most important source of oxygen formation in the nature, which is present in the air, the process of photosynthesis. Then it is also present in the form of ozone. What is the formula of ozone? Let us see what is the formula of ozone. O Z O N E, ozone, and its formula is O3, one of the oxides of oxygen. Okay, so uh, generally oxygen is found in nature in two combined states. The first one is ozone, which is O3, and the second one is oxygen molecule, OXYGEN, and its formula is O2. These are the important what we call combined states of oxygen which is present in the atmosphere. Oxygen is life for all the living organisms, and its most important source is the process of photosynthesis, which is done by the green plants, and due to this process only oxygen is maintained in the air. Ozone, which is the other oxide form of oxygen, is actually a layer present in the around the atmosphere, ozone layer. And due to the presence of this ozone layer only, the harmful ultraviolet rays are not uh, coming to the surface of the earth. They are not entering earth due to the presence of ozone layer present around the atmosphere. This ozone layer gets depleted due to the presence of one of the gases known as chlorofluorocarbon. It is the most important reason behind the depletion of ozone layer. Now, what is the meaning of depletion of ozone layer? Means formation of holes in the ozone layer which is present around the atmosphere. And what happens during this? The ozone gets converted into oxygen. O3 gets converted into O2, and when it gets converted into O2, the O2 does not leave in the layer, it just escapes out from there. Okay, and from where it escapes out, hole appears in that at that place in the layer, and through those holes the harmful ultraviolet rays of the sun, they just enter in our atmosphere. Okay, so the depletion of ozone layer is causing the entrance of what we call the harmful ultraviolet rays which are coming out from the sun. And due to these harmful ultraviolet rays only, many types of diseases takes place, like plants get burnt, animals get different types of diseases, and the most common disease which is formed due to the entrance of ultraviolet rays from the atmosphere is skin cancer. The when it falls on the skin of the human beings, it causes skin cancer. Okay, so it is very harmful. The process of depletion of ozone is very harmful, and in this process O3 gets converted into O2. Okay, so this is about ozone layer. Now sulfur is the 16th most inexhaustible element. Okay, and it is found in combined state in the form of ores. Many sulfide ores you will come across, you must have come across during the chapter of metallurgy. Okay, So this is all about the occurrence and general characteristics of group 16. Thank you, students.